Alright, well, we're back with another episode. So, last time we were harvesting, well, we still got more harvesting to do, but at least this way it won't be quite so boring. Let's get this fired up. No, I finished up that field over here and started on this one, but I figured you guys kind of probably didn't want to see the same damn thing over and over again, so. And since we're over here, we're just going to take this road. I'm not sure what that field is. It's like it's all weeds or something. I don't know. You can't harvest it. And the map says that there's nothing growing there, so I don't know. But yeah. Rainy, crappy day today. So there's no job site work today, so my boss knows I play farm sim quite a bit, and he was giving me crap. He goes, well, it's supposed to rain most of the day today, so he's like, why don't you just stay home and feed your cattle and harvest your crops? And I'm like, okay, Tom, okay. No, my boss treats me like family. Honestly, the first job I've had that actually like getting up to go to work. So, but yeah, I still might show a video cutting some hay, but kind of pissed me off the I have to fix my hay fields again, because for when I hire a worker, take out half my damn hayfield, so fuck that. But then this big ass field's all grass, so I could just make some strips out of that too. Oh jeez. Gravity Bot's getting a little crazy here. And more leg spikes. It just leg spikes there for some reason. I haven't figured out why. But, you know. Yep, I'm going to end up having to haul grain again. Because with these strips, it'll probably be pretty well filled up. Well, at least there'll be another load or so. A couple loads maybe. What the hell? Now see, this pit for a reason lets me dump both at the same time, but the one at the biofuel plant doesn't, so I don't know what's going on there, but whatever. Take this back to the field. But yep, got the old 4440 out working again. Hauling some gravity boxes. Yeah. Oh, he's full again. Probably shut these off. Usually about every pass he ends up having a dump, so I think actually what I'm going to do is while that's doing that, I think I've got another load of cattle I need to take out, because yeah, there's 12. I could take out another load while I'm waiting for that. Might as well, what the hell, right? Yeah. So it rained all day today and didn't get anything accomplished. So alright, well, we don't want to fill up young beef. We want to fill up normal beef. So there. So yeah, be another cattle hauling video again, so I guess. But probably also when we get back from this, combine driver should be pretty well done with that strip. So I think what I'm actually going to do is get out my 4430 there and start windrowing. I think what I'm going to do is the bottom field, I believe I'm going to chop, and then top two strips I think I'll do bales. So yeah, that's the plan with that. So yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to rain all week, but we'll see how things go. I guess boss has some shop work we can be doing so this week, but we got a couple other things that we can do at the job site when it's still a little bit wet yet, just not swampy. Yeah, we got a retaining wall to finish and some other things, so the rain really kind of put the damper on that today. But I guess I worked 60 hours last week. It was kind of nice just to have a day off, just to not do shit, really. So that was actually kind of nice. Just been addicted to this show called Mysteries of the Abandoned now, so which if you got any guys are history junkies like me, that's a pretty good show. All kinds of stuff going on with that, and just all different kind of cool, neat buildings from all different time periods, all different kinds of structures and whatnot. And there's even some big equipment on there. And I noticed there's a lot of buildings and structures that are abandoned from either the Cold War, the Russian type stuff, and there's a few, you know, from Cold War stuff from, you know, the States. But I noticed, yeah, there's a lot of Russian Cold War stuff and lots of Nazi structures, like strung all across everywhere from the Third Reich. Like literally in every damn country in Europe, there is some. And it's just like, holy crap. I mean, just, and obviously Germany, there's a lot of that stuff, but in France and Spain, I believe, Italy, fucking Poland and Austria, just basically every country that, you know, Nazi Germany occupied, there's at least, like, I swear to God, 5 or 6 abandoned structures or complexes. It's just, I don't understand, you know, wondered why they were having issues. But, you know, hey, let's just go ahead and waste a shit ton of money on stuff we'll never fucking use again. And the Russians were the same fucking way. But it's like they use a building for, you know, shit, it could be 6 months, it could be 4 years, and then all of a sudden, poof, just, yeah, fuck it, leave it, we don't need it no more. It's just crazy. I mean, Hitler did actually have some pretty good fucking ideas. Now, I'm not, before we go Kung Fu Panda on me, I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't support what the guy did and everything else, because what he did was fucking horrible. When my grandfather went over there in World War II, towards the end of the war, they're freeing up concentration camps, and bro, there was a pile of eyeglasses the size of a 2-story building, like fucking eyeglasses. So that gives you an idea of how many people, you know, just from that camp. So no, I'm not, you know, justifying anything that he did or anything like that. But in all reality, he was a smart man. You know, he kind of knew what he wanted to accomplish. It was just Germany didn't have the resources. And not only that, you know, during World War II, you know, you've got your German army spread apart completely on opposite ends, you know, fighting both sides. So, had Germany had the resources, it'd have been a different story. I mean, totally different story. And, but anyways, as I was saying, he did have some good ideas. Actually, what's crazy is, the V2 rocket that he had some of his scientists developing, because he knew he wanted to be able to get into, obviously explore space, but you know, that was one of his things he wanted to do. And but he also wanted, you know, for rockets for, you know, more precision bombing and different things like that. But anyways, the G2 rocket, or V2 rocket, that he developed is actually still being used in NASA today. After, you know, Germany fell or whatever, they actually got a hold of a bunch of his ideas and different things, and actually started to use them. You know, not only just warfare purposes, but you know, they started testing some things, and was a big part of our weapons thing during the Cold War, and all that stuff actually. So, and then out of the Cold War, NASA actually was established, and they used his designs for actually the space shuttles and all that kind of stuff from the Apollo missions. So I thought that was kind of neat. I mean, if he wasn't such an asshole and used it for good instead of evil, obviously, you know, things could have been a completely different story. You know, how everything goes. So, but it's, anyways, back to that show. It baffles me how many just structures were created just for, you know, World War II or, you know, the Cold War and everything, and then just fucking abandoned. And I'm just absolutely hooked on that show. And of course, abandoned buildings have always just kind of been something that I've been interested in, but yeah, very neat show if you guys want to check it out. There's a lot of cool shit in the States too. During World War I, the United States were building so many ships, they couldn't keep up with demand, and there wasn't enough steel to go around. So they started making ships out of wood again, and started doing that. And because they figured, you know, and the other thing too was Germany was sinking some, so they decided, you know, what the hell, we'll make some merchant ships out of wood. You know, we don't want to lose, you know, supply ships, because that means not only lost people but lost supplies and everything like that. So they decided that they were going to start making them out of wood again. And by the time the war effort was over with, they had something like 900 ships left over with nowhere to go. So they basically sank them off the coast. So, and now it's actually fish and everything are using it for a wildlife sanctuary and all that kind of stuff, and taking over as their habitat. So it's kind of neat, kind of expensive. I mean, those ships in today's money would have been, I think they said 20 million a piece, or 200, yeah, or 2 million a piece, I think it was. But yeah, that was a couple million a piece anyway. But yeah, it's kind of fascinating stuff. But anyways, this is the 4430 that I modded. It was a 4430. Somebody had put different decals on it and everything like that, but I added the mirrors and the stack and stuff on it. But like I said, the stack and the cleaner are flip-flopped around the wrong way, so I'm probably gonna have to mod that up to get it to the right way. So get this folded out. Probably shut my beacons off, but yeah. I'm actually gonna take a quick break here, and I'll get back to you guys. So, all right, we're back. So we got that unfolded. We're gonna go ahead and get that running. Drop that down, and get the windrowing here. 10-15 minutes left in this video, so gonna get some windrowing done so you guys can see all about that. This one I actually that's what I mean about I said in the last video, this field isn't exactly square, so that's why I'm actually gonna rake 3 windrows into one. Normally I just do 2, but yeah. yeah, this field, like I said, I'm going to probably chop, and then the upper field I'm going to use probably for bales. And it looks like I'm going to have some issue here. Missed a couple spots, but fuck it, that's okay. Not like I really need the silage. I've got so much silage backlog, it's not even funny. I should just sell a bunch of it, honestly. Which I think I might actually do that in another video. Take some, excuse me, loads of silage for sale. So, which I do not have a semi-trailer for silage. Or forage, whatever. Yeah, I guess silage when you get it done. First it's chaff and then it turns into silage, so. But yeah, anyways, I was kind of addicted to that show, so just a lot of really cool things on that show. And it's, like I said, if you're a history junkie or you like abandoned places, man, that show is going to be right up your alley. Just right up your alley, because, I mean, they cover so many diverse things. I mean, there's a bridge out in New Mexico, I believe, or maybe it's Arizona, from way back in the day with steam engines and stuff. That's still there. The old coastal highway that used to go to Key West, you know, the Florida Keys, it stretched across that until they built the super, you know, the 4-lane that goes down there. But there's also a bridge in Pennsylvania that was used for, built originally to send coal to the steel plants in Pittsburgh. And they built that, I think it was early 1800s, early 1900s, or late 1800s, early 1900s, excuse me. And so they built this big bridge, and it's just crazy high, you know, crazy, not too crazy long, but like really, really high, and a lot of really good engineering went into it. And they used iron, and then they went back and redid it out of steel, and they used it up until legit 2003. When and then it ended up they had to stop using it. And get this, not because the structure was getting too weak or anything like that. It was a damn hurricane took it out. Like a legit, or not a hurricane, a tornado, excuse me. Yeah, hurricane totally went up to fucking Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Wow, I'm a dumbass. But anyways, a tornado took it out in 2003. That's the only reason that the bridge is no longer being used. Like, I mean, they did such a good job on it. It was used for over 100 years. So, I just thought that was just absolutely awesome, fascinating, just mind-blowing. So, yeah, I just thought that was just crazy. You know, just that something lasted that long. Now, don't get me wrong, the house I actually grew up in was originally built in the late 1800s. The family farm I grew up on was actually homesteaded when Wisconsin was part of the Dakota Territories yet. So I'm kind of used to old buildings, still sticking around or whatever. But it's just the fact that, heavy ass coal trains going in and loads of steel coming back out is crazy. The fact that it was pushed to the limit on a daily basis and still held up, and the only reason it's not being used is because of a fucking tornado. So, wrong button. I just thought that was wild. It's just like, wow, unbelievable that that's the only reason it's not being used. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this dumped into here, and I think that'll be about the end of it for this video. And then I'll catch you guys with some more windrowing probably. So once I get done with this. So, but yeah, that's basically all I got done today was watching abandoned places. I caught some of it this last weekend when I was at my parents' place for family stuff, and kind of watched a few episodes there. And I actually don't have normal TV at my house because shit, I'm hardly home enough to watch it anyways. Besides I'm playing a lot of farm sim and all that kind of stuff. So my girlfriend and I just kind of decided, since we're already paying for internet, might as well just go ahead and get rid of the TV. And we got Netflix, we got a Roku, so we got access to Netflix and Hulu and all that kind of stuff. And the SciGo app on Roku is actually free if you're interested. So it's free, and I believe there's a History Channel. I believe that's free. I think there's an Amazon channel that's free too. But yeah, there's a lot of free TV shows and everything like that. So you can watch Hoarders and like I said, Mysteries of the Abandoned is the one that I've been hooked on. But they've got all kinds of cool shows on that. So I guess that's gonna do wrap it up for this video. And I guess we'll catch you guys in the next video with doing some windrowing and whatnot. So yeah, we'll catch you then. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe, and we'll catch you all later.